Equal day, equal night, balancing dark and light. 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 Happy Equinox! This is Selena Fox, and about an hour ago, the Equinox point happened. So, happy spring to all of you in the Northern Hemisphere. Happy autumn to all of you in the Southern Hemisphere. And happy equinox around the world and off planet, because we have some people in the International Space Station that are also part of the human community connected with planet Earth. So good to have you all join me. Yes, this is Equinox Day. This is a time for celebrating the start of a new season. It is a time for taking a moment and recognizing our connections with the land and with the greater cosmos of which we are part. And it is a powerful time to take some moments out and reflect and connect with the divine according to your own tradition, your own spirituality, philosophy, religion. Equinox has been celebrated by humans for thousands of years in a variety of different ways. In some traditions, this is the start of the spiritual new year. In other traditions, it's one of the main holidays. For those of us who are contemporary pagans and other nature spirituality practitioners, this is one of 8 seasonal holidays connected with the sun. We mark the beginnings and the midpoints of each of the 4 seasons, solstices and equinoxes, and the midpoints are often known as the quarter days or the Celtic fire festivals. Now, some people call spring equinox the vernal equinox, and equinox itself, that word comes from the Latin equa, meaning equal, nox meaning night, and indeed it is a time of equal day and equal night. And vernal equinox also comes from the Latin vernal, representing spring, and the equinox, the time of equal day and night. So I think it is really important to put ourselves in good relation with the larger systems of which we are all part here on planet Earth, and that larger rhythm of life that's the cycles of sun and moon. Some people call this holiday Ostara, and for spring equinox, and Mabon for autumn equinox. Actually, those names for the holiday are actually more recent. Been around for maybe about 50 years or so, came out of contemporary paganism as it's been rebirthed. Here in Wisconsin, for our Circle Sanctuary celebrations, which we had another one yesterday online, and we call it the Welcome Spring Festival. Why Welcome Spring instead of Spring Equinox? Well, we hold the festival the Saturday closest to the equinox, and this being Wisconsin and north central USA, it's never quite sure what kind of weather we're going to be getting as equinox comes. Yes, we have sunshine today. Yay! Yesterday we had snow and some rain. So we're making the transition out of winter time into the springtime in this more northerly climate. And we call our Spring Equinox Festival Welcome Spring and our Autumn Equinox Festival Welcome Fall. And we celebrate all 8 of the seasonal holidays. We endeavor to have things online as well as in person when that's safe to do so, and I'm happy to report that as we start the spring season in April, we're bringing events back to in person again. I'm hoping to continue to do something for our Earth Day as well as our Beltane Festival that will be online so that those who are not able to join us in person can still celebrate with us. And of course, we have an internet radio network. We have podcasts, and I have my next podcast this afternoon. Nature Mystic is the name of my weekly podcast that broadcasts every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. You can listen at the time of broadcast or you can listen later. My podcast on Sunday are encore presentations. Some of the best of my podcasts from the last 10 years. Yes, I've been doing podcasting for more than 10 years now. And on Wednesday nights is my other podcast. That's Nature Spirituality. And that I tend to do new ones every week unless I'm at a conference or have some other things that have called my attention. So brand new workshops, rituals, discussions, explorations on Wednesday nights. Today, Sunday, March 20th, 2022, I'm having a spring equinox ritual online at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which is midnight Universal Time. And this coming Wednesday night, I have a new podcast on spring renewal. So I'm going to continue celebrating spring and welcoming in the season. And I also invite you to learn more about some ways you can celebrate spring and autumn, and actually all the seasons and seasonal holidays at the Circle Sanctuary website, circlesanctuary.org. Go to teachings, and under that, select Celebrating the Seasons. It'll take you to my guide where there are chants and articles and rituals and links to some of my podcasts and other things that we hope you will find helpful in creating your own personal, household, small group, community celebrations of the season. New life spring forth, new life spring forth, new life spring forth, rise in me. Yes, a good chant for spring equinox. But we're doing resets at autumn time too, so you can actually use that for both equinox time. Here is another chant that I created and used as part of my equinox celebrations. Renovate, rejuvenate, innovate, invigorate. Renovate, rejuvenate, innovate, invigorate. Renovate, rejuvenate, innovate, invigorate. And wherever you may be, connect with the sacred land where you are at and the planet. Connect with the sacred sky and cosmos above you. Connect with the sacred spirit within you and around you, and connect with the sacred circle that connects us all together with the greater circle of nature of which we are all part. Wishing you a wonderful equinox wherever you may be, and know that together we can make a difference in the world. We can bring about more healing and well-being for planet Earth as a whole. And on this equinox day, there are many places on the planet that have need of our prayers and support. Yes, the pandemic is still going on, and we want to send support to all of those who are dealing with the pandemic, frontline workers, nurses and doctors and chaplains and counselors and first responders. We want to send healing and support to those with COVID so that they get well. We want to send healing and support for those who are working for cures, who are endeavoring to get vaccinations out to people to help stop the pandemic in that regard. So yes, on this equinox day, let us put some prayers and send them on their way to bring about greater health amongst humans and the planet as a whole. And in Ukraine, there is a war going on. Regardless of what is permitted to be called in some parts of the world, including Russia, which launched the invasion and war on Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes. We send support now and in times to come to Ukraine, its people, its land, its creatures, its plants, its ecosystems, its treasures, its democratic government. May Ukraine be strong. May Ukraine remain a free democracy. May we bring about greater freedom, liberty, justice for all, equality here on planet Earth, and peace. Peace within us, peace around us, peace upon us, peace in our lives, peace in our nations, peace on the planet and beyond. So on this equinox day, I invite you to join me and pray for peace, for joy, for healing and well-being for those in need. And may we find good ways to work together for a healthier, sustainable planet Earth. So be it. Aho, Amen, Ashe, Namaste, Salam, Shalom. Blessed be. Happy Equinox!